What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming, and it's time to let Hashut rise, and we've been doing a ton of work up in the mountains. We almost have the warlords of Karaz-A-Karak down. They have Mount Gunbad left, and it's a fairly impenetrable little bastion that they've got lined up, but we have our forces moving up through the mountains. Lots of war machines, lots of Kadai, even some frost worms from our allies to come in and decimate Mount Gunbad, so we're doing good up there. Down in the south, we've been progressing up into the mountains to deal with Karaz-A-Karak. Karaz-A is now under our control, and we're using it as a base to expand outwards. Now, we are allied with the warlord clans, so we can actually get more out of that. We don't want to spend our money there just yet. Where is our army over here? We'll have to figure that out as we go. It's been a couple of weeks because I had to take last week off. There's been lots of people that have had unfortunate events in my life, so yeah, I haven't had a chance to really focus on gaming that much. Meanwhile, up here in the plains, we should have a few armies all gathered around, getting ready to take on Needling, come back and take out these armies here. And hopefully we can force the Empire into a bit of a peace treaty and go after the dwarves. Our own personal end goal is to take out the dwarven empires entirely, and then once that's done, we can call it a victory. I believe we have some forces somewhere around here. I mean, we're at war with the Scabby Eye, but that's not a big deal. There they are. Stromi and Drozoth are out in the plains, and they're doing their thing. So they're going to go for Black Crag, Iron Rock, Barak Dwazbag, Karak Drom. They're going to come up towards Karaz from the, or Karaz-A-Karak, I should say, from the south. Then we can deal with the dwarves of Clan Angrund and go west. I mean, he's got his ghost generals, but we'll see how that works out. He's got another army right here that we might have to deal with. But for right now, I don't think that there's much that we can do. We're not really wanting to upgrade much. We want to save a little bit of our coin. We have a ton of natural resources, and we're still hurting for all of our weapons, armaments. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. So what we should probably do is look into making more armaments. Where do we go for this? These all cost armaments to make. Should be under this tier. So we've got our gold buildings. It's control. It's lower recruitment rank. I guess it's in the smaller places only that you can really pump them out. We can't really do that in the Skull Road because there's not much in there. Let's just let the other nations go, and we'll start pretty much fresh with the alerts on the next turn. We have a lot of Conclave influence, so capturing places and turning them into towers won't be too hard. But we do need to start upgrading our amount of armament so we can go to the Hellfort to just amp them. Nice little cup of tea on a cold day. Starting to get much, much more towards winter and less towards fall up here in BC. So I think it's kind of like this area that we're in right here. You know, not too bad, not too cold, but definitely chilly. We cannot go back to war with the Golden Order just yet. We don't want to take our reliability rating down too much. I mean, we're like second on the power list, so it's not too big of a deal. Yeah, let's cut down on the time. Nagaroth is gone. Got a couple of lords ready. We have a convoy that made it. So let's actually deal with the military convoys first. You're returning to the capital. And we have tons of... We'll go... Black Crag is right in the area where we're fighting the most. We want... we'll go to the Bay of Blades, maybe? Alright, so that works. We have another convoy going out. Alright, let's start with the Lords. Astrogoth himself. So, Needling we can turn into a factory and we can start shipping people there. We have tons of raw materials, so it's not a big deal if we have another factory. So let's get his reinforcements set up as closely as we can, and then Astrogoth can turn this into a factory. There's no point in fighting these battles at this point. It's just take them over, turn them into everything. And this is Stirland. So let's just make sure that Stirland is on the list of places that is getting some of our manpower. We'll have to swap it over. This produces armaments, which is good. Already got a nice little factory in there. We can upgrade that. Raw materials return goes down. Chaos and divided corruption, and we get gold out of it. Or raw material output. We don't need either of those. Don't really need much of this. Let's just make it defensible and give it some status there. How many slaves would we need? 450, and then we can start on this, which will give us more armaments. Not too bad. Let's see who leveled up in here. Our Infernal Castellans are starting to get really, really, really powerful throughout all of our armies. Let's make him have some more hit points. And of course, our awesome little Goblin Warlord. So the hard part here is going to be getting our army from Scorny within range. Alright, so that army is set up to engage Karak-A on the next turn. If they come out and fight us, it might be a good battle. We'll see how that works out. And then we should have Drazoth. Alright, Baelgar himself has not come anywhere, and Black Crag has a really sizable army. Can we actually... Oh, we cannot get there in one single turn. Let's see if Drazoth's army is rated to take Black Crag. If it is, we'll take it. Decisive victory. We will take it. And we are going to occupy it as a tower at the maximum level available. And we're going to get rid of the Goblin area. We're going to get us some Chaos Dwarves. Some War Machines. And we're going to go around and try to upgrade this as much as we can. And with you in the area, we have access to a ton of stuff. Let's get you a couple of Centaur Renders. It's going to take 2 turns for that. So let's go with a couple of Dual Axes. And we'll get you a couple of more Goblin units as well. That'll give us time to regenerate slightly. Get him both levels of the Burning Head because it's a really good spell. Drazoth is almost completely maxed out. He's got all of the good spells. And he just needs either Blade Master or Expeditious Retreat. And he's got marshaled military, so let's go with Blade Master, make him a little bit more proficient in close combat. And our Taruks are doing their thing. We'll get full plate armor, make him harder to kill. We went a little bit off on the other tangent with these Castellans. I'm always ready to be up there. Reload time is very important. Alright, now our little boy up here in Karaz-A-Karak. I might as well just upgrade Karaz-A-Karak anyway. Taz can go towards Essen while we bring in all our forces from the Needling area to try and assault Mordheim. Mordheim's going to be the holdout for the Imperial armies that are in this zone. Flensburg is our next one, but it's over here. I I'd like to go in and take Abraham. I'd love to take the Moot. And Fort Oberstyre... Fort Oberstyre would be good. So we can't get Swartzhaven and Eschen just yet. Because that would go to war with the Golden Order, and we don't really want that. We've been trying to focus on pushing into the mountain ranges. And we're not getting much out of here. Let's just upgrade our tusks. That's fine. We have some damaged buildings, apparently, in the Griffin Wood. Been attacking us there. And we're low on armaments, but we're making more now, so it should be decent. Join war against Tlaqua, which is Tic-Tac-Toe's army, and they're somewhere in here. We can do that for the payout. And since we're the only allies of the Exiles of Khorne, we probably should. Just to make them think that we're on their side in general. Kind of keep them all war-happy at other people. For those of you that don't know, Skarbrand's kind of all over the place when it comes to who he fights. In essence, he doesn't care who he fights, as long as he's fighting constantly. He's got to re-earn his place with Khorne. And yeah, it doesn't work out for those around him. The Jade Custodians are going to go to war with Clan Moors, and we will join Clan Moors in this war. The Western provinces are there, but the Jade Guardians, the Jade Custodians are up there. Alright, so our army is full up. Let's grab some more numbers for that. Alright, we got Hashut's Reverence done, and the Wolflands are about to have a rebellion. The Demon Stump. I had forgotten that we'd taken this, but we can stop. We can't stop taxing it. Huh, alright, so that's the Wolflands, and Rictus got destroyed, which doesn't help us. Let's go with Control there, because they have a bunch of captives. And their control is going to be +8, so they're going to be fine now. I do like that mechanic. Alright, so let's get a Quiche Bound and then Powers the Conclave. Might as well finish out our sorcery tree. Now with Astrogoth, we have the ability to go in and take Mordheim, which we're going to do. Mordheim is a fairly famous city in Warhammer Fantasy. It's where a giant meteorite of Warpstone fell, and the entire small RPG game is set there. And it's a lot of fun, it's cool. But for right now, we just need the city. Let's occupy it as a factory for right now. Ostermark, are you getting Ostland? But Ostermark, we'll get you some more labor. Alright, those are all done up nice. So we'll get another point in wound. Be good. If we ever have to take those Castellans and use them for anything else. Let's get Bandolier. Let's start worrying about his physical casting, because we only got Ashstorm to get on to the next one, I believe. He does not have Killing Fire yet. It's kind of an oversight. Alright, so that takes care of the innermost areas, and we can level that up while we're at it. We can go after Helmut Haffenbach pretty quick here. This is the Empire's territory, so if we start raiding it, that'll help there. And Skalderish the Overseer. Get as close as we can.
Hashut.
So any closer we can get you. And then hopefully this covers everything. Decisive victory.
Drementfh.
And we're definitely going to take the labor. Then our by Skalderish. Is going to go in and take Mount Gunbad. And we're going to occupy it as a tower and turn it into a max level tower. Karak-A is gone. Dealt with. Now, these armies are free to power rush into the Dwarven realms. So, even with the Overlords of Zarduk pushing, we can just come down and go for Karaz-A-Karak straight up. That's just awesome. Although it does capture one of our victory conditions, which is that Karak-A must be destroyed. Grimgar's Ardbar is already gone, and Karaz-A-Karak is our last stop along that path. So let's go to Jartan the Black, who I believe is still double named, but I don't really care that much. We've got Inspiring Presence, we've got Boundless Cruelty. Let's get Violent Delights. Doesn't really matter what we choose in here right now. We have Overwhelming Force. Arcane Conduit is good. Let's get Logistician. Just to help his army regen a little bit more. And our boy Skalderish, who's been our personal leader during the entire campaign so far, is going to get another rank in Bandolier. Or should... Now, let's go with the first point in Logistician. Get his army of elite Chaos Dwarves back up. And we'll start getting his people all set up more. Now, we have a Daemon Smith in here, which is nice. We have Hellhammer, Flaves of Azragoth. We don't really need that much. We're going to get it all eventually. Well, let's get more Spread Corruption. Mount Gunbad, we're just going to start decking out in what we can towards the elite forms of Dwarven Warfare. Along with making us some money. They've already got the gold maxed out. And a Temple of Hashut. It's turning Mount Gunbad into a nice, secure location for us. Down here, we do have a Garrison Lord who isn't moving. In Drazoth the Ashen. He's got a bunch of elite infantry as well. Technically, he's the infantry Chaos Dwarf Lord. He gets Kadai and all of that. Let's get some sneaky gits just to wipe him out of our roster list for now. And then him and Stromny are going to go after Baelgar, I think. Either that or get Grom the Paunch destroyed. Oh, one of our caravan lords is leveled up. Got lots of raw resources coming out. Just start upgrading a few of these. I don't want to use too many of our armaments right now. Oh. Karak 8 Peaks has one of our outposts in it, so we want to make sure that it's good.
Kill things.
Yeah, our contribution to it isn't as large, but we want Karak 8 Peaks to stay in Skaven hands for right now. Ideally, all of the mountains would be in Chaos Dwarf hands, but until we can go after, you know, the expedition, Ironbrow's expedition, it's kind of hard to justify that war at this particular moment. Alright, Karak Vrag. Gash-Kadrak. We go in Gash-Kadrak and we'll take the leadership upgrade to it. Alright, so no more rebellion there. That's going to be the difficult part of some of these places. Alright, so that pretty much sums us up here. I mean, Balthazar's guild's kind of invading, but it's not too bad. Alright, we're looking good. Just need to focus on pushing into the mountains now. It's a big black blot across the map. If you include the turquoise, that is, the other Chaos Dwarves. Why would we lose that one? Oh, that's Lugtaz. That's our individual lord who is off by himself. We'll just withdraw there. We don't need to win that fight offhand. Just take over the city with our lords. Which is the Leech War? No, we cannot go to war with the Golden Order yet. Once we reset, get everything focused, we can push into the Empire more and let our Chaos Dwarf armies run rampant. But right now, it's not a good idea. I don't like how much the Empire is spread out right now. Let's take a quick look at it. I mean, the Norskins are coming in. Black Pit's still in their hands, and there's the Emperor himself.
No.
Oh, it'd be tough. Mindenheim should have a decent garrison in it. It's got a few of our dwarves in it. Alright.
I refuse.
Hum up Thorbrak. We're just gonna pull our single lord back. Put you armies right out in front. And claim Eshin as, or Essen, not Eshin. Clan Eshin's been gone for a while. Claim it as an outpost. Still gaining levels here, which is nice. It's full up there. Might as well get him assassinate. You can't get Mentor yet. And I guess we're on to Opportunist or Precise. Let's go with Precise. He's got a few levels left anyway. Scarred Veteran. Alright, so that takes care of the Empire east of Fort Oberstyre. If we swing back around, we can take Fort Oberstyre. And that will help us out. And if we turn Castle Tempelhof into another little stronghold, that will help us out in the long run. Skalderish is still hurting. But I would love to get down there before our little allies here come in. I would love to get these armies in and take the Silver Road. If we can take Mount Squighorn before our allies, that would be great. Alright, Drazoth and his buddy are all fixed up and ready to go. And they're in camp stance. So we're just going to cancel that off. I don't know why it stalled. We're going to move you within reinforcement range. And go after Baelgar Ironhammer himself. He's going to run. And that might put him in range of our allies. And we can swing north towards Iron Rock.
Not likely.
There are a couple of really strong dwarven armies up there, but we should be able to take care of it. Black Crag's looking good. I don't waste too much of our coin right now. And we can finally, after ages, repair the Griffinwood. Alright, so we just gotta watch where Helmet goes. And then we can wipe him out and then head back towards Fort Oberstyre. Alright, we're looking pretty decent. I mean, the Fecondites are helping us out. Let's just quickly look here and see what the strength rate overall is. We're strength rate 2, Overlords is Zarduk and Etain, so
At your
High
service.
Elves are just behind us. Okay, that works out. Let's see what quick deals we have.
Demon Prince.
Oh, we do not want to be allied with you. You're at war with the war host. Clan Scryer we can get a trade deal with.
Most traveled rat of Scryer. Nothing surprises me. Yeah.
Get more view on the map. And it looks like Baelgar is actually taking out some of Bretonia.
My master with supreme.
Mistress of
Yeah,
Skulls.
that looks like about it. Palace of Ruin, yeah, we want to upgrade that. We might be able to start getting Chaos Warriors. Yeah, if we have a chance to construct an outpost at Skavenblight and get some of their machinations going on, Chaos Dwarves plus Clan Scryer equals yes please, as far as evil machinations and machines and oh yeah, it makes me happy. Since we're going to be going hard at Baelgar, looks like the Wood Elves have come out towards Quinnell and Grimhold. Bretonia's holding on though. Well, let's let the other nations go and see what happens. As a longtime Bretonian player though, it's really, really hard to pound down on the Knights. Join war against... Oh, sorry, we cannot go to war with the other Dwarven clan just yet. We've got to take out Karaz-A-Karak. And then those armies will be free to come down. Alright, so that was a little weird. Hopefully we can turn that around into a successful assault on our part. Now Karak-A is in Wood Elven hands too. There's only 64 nations left besides us though. I really should have read what the new hegemon is. We got a convoy completed. Wow, they own an entire continent. Alright, so where did Helmut go? We're gonna move these armies up towards him. Alright, we didn't get to Mount Squighorn, but we are definitely gonna go for Karaz-A-Karak.
Marink! Zul Unajar! Stroll! Uri! Minu! Gromadra Zul! Istachresu Drathjar!
So Baelgar must have an advantage that allows him to attack by himself, even when enemy has reinforcements. But what we know for sure is that he's not going to win this fight. And we're going to take the labor.
Aniltus dam dum thaumansi. Afsepusan sominu.
Alright, so that gets us towards
Hashut
last of it.
Drashkazad.
Last point in Blade Master.
Na betas
He has one more point on him, which is good. Wait, do we have the option to get... Heroic killing blow. Yes, we do. And just upgrade his 2 Castellans.
Stop that! No grudge bearer would do this.
Alright, we're looking pretty decent.
Stroll, hurry!
Alright, so we have one more caravan to send out. We have lots of gold. We have very few armaments, though. Where can we send gold for slaves? That works right there.
Zartu.
Not really too worried about Spite Peak. It's the little one off on its own. Scourge of Aquitaine are going to destroy it anyway. Alright, let's let the other nations go, and we're getting pretty close to invading. No, we don't want any alliances or treaties with you. You did not go nearly far enough away from us. Now you're going to pay the price for it. Essen wasn't built up yet, so we don't really need to worry about it too much. But we can follow in the wake and destroy that army and then push into the Empire. And those armies might actually be able to push south through the Blackfire Pass and start coming at the dwarves too. We'll see. There's not a lot of strong nations out there anymore. It's a lot of little things.
Anfa Agrimazul. Abdanuan. Tak Drath. Got. Legionaras. Arak.
Alright, let's eliminate as many of these dwarven units as we can.
Got. Christas Wanas.
If we can get rid of Stonebeard.
Ta Legionaras Ronet Kazad. Abdarnu Ardudan. Ista Resu Drathjar.
Let's get you Kindle Flame and a Cascading Cloak of Fire.
Talabdanu.
That's Thorgrim Grudgebearer himself. So we'll move you close enough.
Legionaras Arak.
Should set us up nice there. Let's go to our military one and let's get Total War.
Doomleth. Makazia Faumansi. Eso Annunku.
Of course he'll run.
Hungra Aumbak. Zibatu Takli Karun. Ata Dockstock. Waddle.
And if we do this, there's the last Empire army in our immediate area dealt with. We got a Lamassu, one of our people. Repair those up. Let's get some more armaments flowing. Get you some barracks. Not looking too shabby overall. Could get a mentor, but we don't really need mentor or anything. Let's get the other point in Mandalier, make him shoot better. We're waiting for him to cast. Now I would like to be able to slow down a little bit and recoup some of these armies. Get a few more goblins into the goblin armies and some elite units into Astragoth and Hergar. Well, Hergar is a goblin army, but it's an elite goblin army. But we can't do that right now. We need to take Fort Oberstyre, and we need to push into the Empire. Boris Toadbringer is going towards Bad, and that's not good, but we can deal with it.
Not likely.
He's not got a big army there. We could get another force up here. I mean, we're making 5,000 a turn, so let's see what we got. What we got for Lord of Death? We got an aggressive Lord. Vengeful gives perfect vigor. Phlegmatic control. Let's go perfect vigor for Lord Sorcerer. Aspect of the Dread Knight. Unyielding Command. Doom and Darkness. Soul Blight. Grab Evasion. Sets him up pretty good. We'll give him one warrior with great weapons to start. A couple of Bale Taurus. And some goblins. That should be a decent starter army to deal with the forces that are coming in from here. Help them hold on. Alright, so Skalderish. We're just gonna encircle that one for now. Get all of our forces up here. Let's occupy it as an outpost. The dwarven situation has gone from whatever to we are in trouble, and it's done so very, very, very quickly. Get Bandolier for Skalderish. And Zatan the Black. Let's start getting him dwarven units over time. Drazoth the Ashen has finally hit level 50. Yeah, it's kind of hard to pick what we want to do with him. But let's get Logistician, I think. Some more full plate armor for our Taruk. Our Castellans are going to start maxing out their skill trees. So if we can deal with Thorgrim Grudgebearer, we are definitely sitting in a good place. And we'll give Karak 8 Peaks a full garrison. Help our little rat buddies out. Doesn't hurt to help our allies. For now, anyway. As long as they remain our allies, that is. Talabheim getting taken out by Reichland. Yeah, that's fine. We got armies moving that way. Alright, so we lost an army that was supporting our legendary lord. We're not going to join that war just yet. Don't need to. But now we have to start looking at getting another army in the south. Blackcrag can unfortunately put one up there. So let's see how that works. I mean, there's only 63 nations before us. Our strength rating kind of got dropped with that army's defeat, but I'm not too worried. Yeah, let's just get rid of the Soul Grinder. It's not that great. Alright, we have a convoy that's done. There's so much to deal with on these turns.
Tiran Basan. Ital Andrengi. System Tafaskat. Istachresu Drathjar.
Alright, so our southern push is gonna have to slow up. It's just got to. The armies down here are, well, the army down here is now beaten up a little bit. That's okay. We have armies from the north coming in.
Hashut.
Skalderish, the overseer, is going to have the glorious task of taking out Karaz-A-Karak. Continue the siege there. We're going to take over the most powerful dwarven nation in the world.
Gromadrazul. Ar Hashut.
Hashut has come home.
Zista Ardugal Arabrin.
And of course, we are going to max this out as a level 5 tower. Now, is there a special building for us here? There should be. No. Doesn't look like there actually is, which is kind of disappointing. But what we are going to do is we are going to put a Temple of Hashut and a Incinerator in there, along with our Dwarven Barracks and all of our Temple Forges. And this is why I was not entirely worried about the armies in the south. They were more of a distraction. It was these armies coming up from the north that we wanted to be in place so we could deal with the Dwarven capital. And it is now ours. And that gives us the option to take Karak and push down towards Iron Rock out this way. We have lots of options. Astragoth, we lost Talabheim. And there's not really anything of ours up there. But if we want to stop the Empire from being absolutely annoying, we're going to have to deal with Talabheim. So let's let these armies get a little bit ways down the field. And we'll let them all stack up. Now we don't want to get any Infernal Iron Guard for him because we're going to be pumping out other stuff, but we can get some Goblin units. Now let's just drop each one of those down a little bit and get some more archers. That'll be fine. Now, Luktaz, we're going to send you on your route straight to Fort Opistire, even if you have to siege it for multiple turns to reduce its garrison, and we'll get things distracted there. This is one of our convoys. That means we do have our other convoy to send out. And we'll add that master in. And we still have lots of money. We don't have much in the way of armaments. But we haven't sent anything to Karaz-A-Karak in a while, so yeah, we could use the labor. It'll take him out of the fight for a while. It does reduce our available armaments a bit, but that's fine. Now, who needs people and doesn't have them? Silver Road needs people and does not have them. So we'll just drop a few off of all of those. And there we go, back to 100% efficiency, and we'll let the other nations go. We'll see where we stand at the end of that, and that might be it for this week.
and Hangrom
One place where we can't accept is against the Golden Order, because we need to keep that as a peaceable option for right now. After the Empire is dealt with, sure, we can go after the Golden Order hard all day long, but until we drop the Golden Order, or the Empire, kind of want to keep the Golden Order out of it. And we'll hang on to our army for now. We'll let him get some more troops back before we do anything else. And this might be where we take Zartan as our backup and leave our other lord to go mountain hopping, take out the innermost mountainous realms, and we go to the west, take them out. Well, there's lots done there. But I think that's where we're going to call it for this week, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, join me in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button, and make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. Until next time, take care.